Welcome to our channel. Evan Rachel Wood says she's endlessly proud of survivors after DA says her ex Marilyn Manson won't face sex abuse charges. Wood first accused Manson, her ex-fiancé, of domestic abuse and sexual assault in 2021. Evan Rachel Wood is speaking out for the first time since Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan J. Hochman said his office would not be filing domestic abuse and sexual assault charges against her ex-fiancé, Marilyn Manson. Wood, 37, shared a post to her private Instagram account on Friday, January 24th, in which she wrote candidly about Hochman's decision earlier in the day not to charge Manson, born Brian Warner, after a 4-year investigation into allegations against him. It is unclear which allegations and conduct the investigation centered on. My lawyer and I were advised by the deputy district attorneys and the sheriff deputies who investigated the case that there was compelling evidence to support our claims, but that the statute of limitations prevents many of those crimes from being prosecuted, Wood wrote. We always knew that the statute of limitations would be a barrier, which is why we created the Phoenix Act so that other victims wouldn't have to experience this outcome. Unfortunately, the Phoenix Act cannot help in cases which occurred before it was passed, but I hope this shines a light on why it's so important to advocate for better laws, Wood continued. Wood wrote and created the Phoenix Act with the help of legislators and domestic violence survivors in 2019. The law extends the time victims have to come forward and get justice and was signed into law in California that year. It extends the statute of limitations for domestic violence felony crimes from 3 years to 5 years. It also expands training requirements for police officers to help them properly identify survivors of domestic violence without causing additional harm. Evidence of violent crimes should not have an expiration date, the Westworld actress concluded. I am grateful for the work law enforcement has done, and I am endlessly proud of all the survivors who risked everything to protect others by speaking the truth. Hochman said Friday that the allegations against Manson fell outside the statute of limitations in California. We have determined that allegations of domestic violence fall outside of the statute of limitations, and we cannot prove charges of sexual assault beyond a reasonable doubt, Hochman said in his announcement, adding that the investigation against Manson was closed. We recognize and applaud the courage and resilience of the women who came forward to make reports and share their experiences, and we thank them for their cooperation and patience with the investigation, Hochman added. While we are unable to bring charges in this matter, we recognize that the strong advocacy of the women involved has helped bring greater awareness to the challenges faced by survivors of domestic abuse and sexual assault. Manson has also faced other allegations of sexual misconduct outside of Wood's claims, including from Game of Thrones actress Esme Bianco, who accused him in a 2021 lawsuit of sexual assault, abuse, and battery. She alleged that the musician locked her in a bedroom, tied her up, whipped her, and electrocuted her. They settled the case out of court in 2023.